It's your host. I am Jessica Koch, and this is Profound Professionals. We have been running this interview series for 7 years now. I think we're approaching 8. I've been saying 7 so long. It's going to be 8 before we know it. We'll blink our eyes, and we'll have been running it for 8 years. And you've been following us. Thank you so much for following and liking and sharing. You just never know whose life you change when you decide to show up, share, and post with us. We love that you're in the community. I have been bringing you industry experts from all over the world. And today we are talking with someone on the other side of the planet from me. I am in Solomon's Island, Maryland, and Emad, our guest, is not anywhere close by that I could drive in the car to see him and say hello. So Emad is a clarity coach working with startup entrepreneurs. So we bring you guests that can help improve your personal life or help you grow your business. And I am not going to disappoint you with our guest today. Welcome, Emad. Please share with us a little bit about you.
Hello, Jessica. Um, so my name is Imad. I started as kind of a person in doubt and confusion about my future. So I was in high school, and then I was thinking about my school, what's coming to my life, and then that's where I started to look for answers, looking for answers. To make a long story short, I came across the concepts of success and achievement, and then I started to work towards success and achievement. I became social worker, and
Mm,
then from social work, I worked for a couple of years. But something strange happened to me, which is this: after all the years I have worked in social work and toward my personal success, I found out that my success wasn't sustainable. So I was
mhm,
questioning it, why my success wasn't sustainable. So I decided to start a business. But even then, every now and then there is a problem. So the same question again and again, I was confused. And that's where I started to learn about entrepreneurship. Until
mhm,
later, I kind of put everything I learned for over 10 years um, in a complete program. I
mhm,
said, okay, like this is the program I want to follow myself as entrepreneur. And this is how I became an entrepreneur.
mhm. That is beautiful. I really love that. So, clarity is a really important thing. And so, when customers come to you with the need for, cleaning the lenses of their glasses so that they can see their passion, their purpose, and the direction of where they want to go. Because you talk about being a clarity coach for startup entrepreneurs. So, when do they come to you and what problem are they trying to solve when your new customers show up knocking at your door and saying, Ahmad, we need your help? What is their big pain and challenge that they're facing?
The biggest pain is confusion and the overabundance of information. That's where
Mm,
people really struggle. So they have
yeah.
their resources, but then they don't know what do I do with these resources. This
Hmm.
is number one. And number two, once they start to organize and arrange their resources,
Hmm.
then self-sabotage happen. So the second
Hmm.
question is, how can we sustain our success? So
Hmm.
that's the main issue my clients face, is confusion and sustainability.
Now, when they work with you, is it one on one? Is it group setting? Is it all virtual? Is it some in person? Are there online courses? Is it workshops? Like, in what way will a client come and work with you? What will their experience be?
I work with them one on one.
Hmm.
It's one on one. It's not recorded, and I have a purpose for that, because
Mm-hmm.
during my journey, what I found is, if I read a book, or let's say if I attend seminar,
Mm-hmm.
later on I will have, down the line, I will have a lot of questions. So I'll start to go,
Mm-hmm.
okay, what will I do now? So I kind of decided that no, it has to be a direct connection with the client.
Mm-hmm. I love that one-on-one intimacy. I just could not imagine not recording. I record everything because I can't seem to take enough notes or remember anything without recording nowadays. What do we do before recording? Just same with the GPS. I don't think I can follow a map anymore. Speaking of map, we forgot to ask you, where in the world are you located? Where are you streaming with us from today?
Saudi Arabia.
Ah, that's wonderful. So we are from all over the world. We mentioned we've had clients from UK and Australia and Norway and Greenland and Scotland and Ireland and of course the United States and Canada. We've just had guests from all over our beautiful planet on this show. So happy that we can do that. Now, can you share with our audience a tip that will help improve their lives today? What is something they can do, Ahmad? Guide us through. What's a good tip for them for the day?
Yeah, sure. Um, I will start with the single most important skill that I do believe, which is sales. It was probably it was one of my biggest by far shock when I learned about it, because when I started to study entrepreneurship,
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of teachings about money, and then the more I investigate what's money, all I can think about is simple: money equals sales. I said, okay, wait a second. So that implies if you have no sales, you will have no money. And if you have no money, there are a lot of things in life you'll not have access to. And
Mm-hmm.
let me make things clear here. Sales does not imply you have to be a rich. No, it's just that it will give you access to money and to many other things, including relationships, including other people. So, yes, my short answer is learn to sell as soon as possible.
That's right. And it is actually a learned skill. So this is something some people say, "Oh, I'm very uncomfortable with it. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to do it." You don't have to be like a car salesman. It can be very much relationship building. It can be very easy and comfortable to go through that process. So my firm actually is a sales and marketing consulting firm, and we do social media training, and we have a virtual assistant membership program and a team that helps support with all the tasks that you have to do behind the scenes with sales, right? So one of the reasons we started this show so many years ago, and from show number one, every guest has shared with us a cause that they care about. Aman, talk to us about the cause and how you're supporting the community with what you do.
So I do have a weekly workshop, let's say weekly class, where the first hour I'll give people a tips about about entrepreneurship, about sales, about how the journey of entrepreneurship looks like. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's a drive for me, because
Mm-hmm.
before someone starts the journey of entrepreneurship, I make sure that they know what they are heading toward.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard, but it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to understand that's what you are heading toward. So I'm holding a weekly class about entrepreneurship. First hour I will lecture. The second is for the people to ask a question if they have any.
I love that. So that's a great gift that you're giving the community to help freely of your time to support them and educate them and help them have some clarity before they take some big leaps and steps to understand what are they getting themselves into, right? That's very important and special. Thank you for sharing that. So everyone knows that as we approach, we're hoping and crossing our fingers and we look like we're on track for 1,000 industry guests we'll have interviewed by the end of 2024. So imagine over the 7 years we've been doing this and meeting people from all over the world, we'll reach by the end of this year 1,000 guests that we've interviewed. And each one of those we collect a book suggestion from because we're building the ultimate book list, right? Of amazing books that our industry experts have recommended throughout the years. So I'm going to ask you a book not written by you that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business. What book do you have to share with us to add to our list?
Okay, I'll say Sell or Be Sold by Cardone.
Yeah.
It's yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yes, tell us
and
more about it.
and I chose this book because it's the single book, the only book that made me love sales. I was like, when I learned about sales, when I learned about, okay, the sales, like, I hated it. I don't want to sell. Like, it's, to me, it's why should I get paid for what I give? But when I read that book, I was amazed. I was so thrilled. I was happy. I finished the book. I said, okay, I need to read it again. And since then, I, as a matter of fact, I start to talk about sales. I tell people, no, there is no issue with sales. Actually, it's your work, it's your effort, it's your time.
Mhm.
And you deserve to be paid for that. So that's why I suggested this book.
I love that. And yeah, more important than we deserve to be paid for it, I believe, is the person receiving your services or product deserves the real transformation it can have in their lives. And if they do not pay for it, and usually if they don't pay deep for it, they won't make the change or the transition that they deserve and that your skill set can help them achieve. So that is an important thing to remember. And that's one of the reasons I love sales, because if you don't pay, if you pay the cheap monthly, go to the gym, then you don't go to the gym. But if you pay the deep pocket personal trainer, full system, it costs, you're making payments, it's expensive. You show up and you transform. And so I love that book suggestion. Thank you. I think it's the first time we've ever had it on the show. So yay you. That's exciting. Now talk to us about books that might be in your future that you may be the author of. You have some you're thinking about or working on. Share with us a little. Give us the inside
Yeah,
scoop.
I do have two upcoming books. Now I'm working into publication. So the first one is From Confusion to Clarity. What did I learn about changing my life? Which is my philosophy of life. How do I understand life? And why did I choose coaching as a business? So
Mm,
this is one book. The second is um, The Unseen Scars, Uncovering the Layers of Trauma, which
mm,
was
mm,
the missing piece of my journey. So once I finished From Confusion to Clarity, I was still in pain. I was still struggling. So I learned about trauma. I said, okay, wait a second. I need to write a second book as a complement for the first one. And these
mm.
are my two books.
I love that. I love that you are sharing so deep with the world, your story, your mission, your growth, and your ability to help others now to be the best versions of themselves based on the journey that you went through and all of the things you've learned on your path. So now, if you're watching and you're thinking, hey, I'm an industry expert, I can help someone's personal life be much better than it was, or I can help them grow their business so big and I should be on this show. Well, I would agree with you. Reach out and we'll have our team send you the information needed to get you on the show. And if you are an industry expert, you probably know someone. I know you do. You know another industry expert that should be on the show. Be their hero and ours, and send them our way. Introduce us so that we can feature them, and they'll be glad you did, and so will we. So, before I move to our very final thought that I ask, is there anything that we didn't cover about your business or yourself, Ahmad, that you want to share before we do our final closeout and goodbye? Is there anything else about yourself or your business that we didn't get to cover with our audience today?
No, actually, I shared everything I needed to share.
That's wonderful. I'm excited. So take advantage of his beautiful gift. Show up to one of his Meekly classes. Check out his books. We'll be doing a custom article about him. We'll be adding information below the videos wherever you're watching us. If you're on Twitch, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Twitter, wherever you are, Pinterest, YouTube, Vimeo, wherever you're seeing this amazing interview, please make sure that you check out the description below so that you can find Imad and reach out to him, join him, and have a discovery call with him and see if you can get some clarity too. So, before we say goodbye, how about a final piece of information or inspiration to close us all out as we say goodbye to this beautiful audience who is hitting the share button and they're commenting and liking, and we're thanking you with our hearts for that. What do you have for us, as we say goodbye, Ahmad?
Okay. It will be understanding is everything. Before you start any journey, make sure that you to see that journey before you even started. Because in every journey, there will be obstacles, there will be challenges, and you will need more tools, more skills. So make sure from the beginning that you have this thing listed. Although yes, you will add more along down the line, but make sure that you start with clarity about the journey and about what does it take to move from where you are to where you want to be.
I love that. So
And
understanding and
yeah,
having a mapped out plan. Yes?
definitely.
Well, I have loved having you as a guest today, and I hope you've loved being here on the show today.
Thank you.
And
I
yeah,
was I
go
was
ahead.
thrilled to be happy. It was a pleasure to meet you and to meet your audience.
Well, thank you, everyone. You know who I am. I'm your host, Jessica Koch. This has been another amazing and so grateful to have Ahmad, a profound professional show. This is our podcast. We've been streaming, I'm going to start saying almost 8 years now. And as we say goodbye, as always, I will ask you with my heart to be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody out there.